Hey everyone, Melanie from jarofthreads.com, and I'm back with another traditional scrapbook 12 by 12 layout. And here I'm showing you what I'm going to use. And those are two pictures of my son when he was about 2.5. And I'm going to use my little stack of Crate Paper Wonder collection because I really like this collection and it works very well for pictures of little children. So here you can see me matting those two pictures on a piece of white cardstock. It wasn't necessary, or maybe I felt it would be easier to deal with a picture if they were matted on one piece of cardstock, and um, I wanted to mat it on several layers of pattern paper, so I felt that it needed a little bit of a white border. And here you can see me using papers. And I'm going for a messy matte kind of thing. I'm not being very careful about layering my papers, perfectly and cutting them perfectly, which for me is quite a challenge. I didn't have much time to. Sorry about my phone. That's telling me that my groceries will be here in 10 minutes. Yeah, I didn't have much time to scrap this week because we've been very busy last weekend. Lately, it's crazy. So here you've seen me reorganize my layers because I didn't quite like how it looked. And I'm happier about the look of it now because we can see actually more of the papers. And I'm gonna try to use those Studio Calico paperclip, and in the end I won't make it to the final layout. And yeah, so it's a bit off camera, but I'm punching some circles so that my punches are 1.5, 1 and 5/8 of an inch. I'm going to use some paper from the 6x6 as well, and that's the only one I'm going to use. I'm going to punch some some circles. So that's my 1-inch punch. And I'm also going through the die cuts to see which one I want to use. The Wonder won't make it to the end, but Heart and Child Admission will make it. And yeah, it's really easy when you've got several items from the same collection because everything goes together. You don't have to think twice about does that work, does it not work. It works because it's the same collection, so it's easy. So it's perfect when you're short on time. So here you can see me making clusters of circles, and I'm going to glue the circles down, which I'm going to regret in a few minutes. I should have left them free, attach the circles together, but not glued them to the white background. And here I'm drawing a few hearts because I want to stitch some hearts on those circles. And I'm going to use the smallest one, and I'm punching it into a circle so that it's easier to see where I'm at. And that's when I'm gluing my thing down. And I'm using Amy Tangerine piercing mat and piercing tool. I got that for 99 cents in last month's last call sale from Studio Calico. Was like unbelievable. I wanted to buy one, but they're $30, 30 New Zealand dollars in Spotlight, and it was 99 cents. And all I wanted was a little mat and the piercing tool. So off camera, I went and finished my embroidery because it was taking way too long. And you can see I also stitched the little template. I'm not going to use that on my on this layout, but it's gonna make it into a project in the future, I'm sure. And here I'm trying to work out a title, And the meet cute would have been fine on the side, but I didn't really like it because I also wanted to use this child admission. My son is playing in on a playground which was shaped in a London bus, so child admission ticket worked very well. And here I decided I don't want to go with meet cute. I thought about doing always cute, and then I realized there was a happy in the word die cuts from the collection, the Wonder collection. So I chose those. They're both chipboard. That's 3 chipboard pieces and 3 wood veneers. And I found an ampersand in the die cuts as well. And here I'm going through the chipboard stickers as well to see if there's anything I can use. And I'm going to move those cute and happy and cute all over the layout until I find somewhere I'm happy with. And it took me about 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm trying to find where I want to put those die cuts. They're all from the die cut packs from the collection. I don't think I used anything that was not from the Wonder collection. I don't think, and that's getting to the point. Nope, I'm still moving it. It's really dreadful. And here I decide, oh, maybe I need to move my paper somewhere else. And I'm like, no, that's not coming back up. So yeah, it's staying there. And this hello, I don't know if you. It was in one of my scrapbook layout. The last one and the one before. This hello I couldn't use. It wasn't working, but it worked there, and I'm really happy with how it looks because it's probably something you would have said anyway. And here is where the title is going to go. So I'm going to glue that down because finally I found something that I liked. Oh, is that the man with food? Possibly. I might have to cut that very shortly. And off camera I went and glued everything down. And I'm adding those felt hats which are also in the die cut packs. And I'm gonna add those little die cuts under the pictures down here, and on the side I'm also gonna add sorry, it's a bit off camera there. I glued the child admission and the hearts together, and then I slid that under my picture, and then I'm adding some foam squares, and I also put some foam squares under the ampersand to raise it off the page because the chipboard pieces, have a bit of dimension. So I wanted to look like it was part of the same thing. And now I'm trimming my excess. And here I realized that I had a bit of thread, so I'm just folding that around the edge of the page, and nobody will know about it, and that's fine. And the bits I've cut I'm going to use to add in the blank spaces on the edge of the page. So that's pretty much it. The next thing I'm going to do is to add some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold. I'm cutting more circles here, just the one, because I felt it needed another one up there. I'm going to trim that and add that at the bottom corner. And yep, that's about it. I'm going to grab my Color Shine. And, I'm struggling a bit with doing my drops with the Color Shine. But I found a technique now that I'm quite happy with. And I'm just going to add a little bit in the diagonal, not much. And I'm going to wipe some of the letters. It takes a while to dry, so you can do that for at least 5 minutes after you've done it. And here it is, some close-up, so you can see the shine. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. It took me an hour to make it, which was awesome. And that's including the stitching on the circles. And I know you can't really see the stitching, but I can see it. And I didn't make it to be super visible, just to add a little bit of interest. So here it is. And yeah, and that's all for today. I will be back next Friday with Project Live video, and I hope you guys have a nice week. Bye.